Wow. Okay. Red Dead Redemption is here. And that's the coolest thing. I first played Red Dead Redemption, I think it might have been 2012 or 2011. I remember being a kid. At that point, I would have been 9 to 10 years old. And I remember I just finished playing. Wasn't playing or watching, but I had a zombie itch. And I really wanted to play a zombie game. Like I just finished watching like Zombieland or something. And I remember thinking, okay, zombie game. Left 4 Dead. And a lot of people recommended Undead Nightmare, the Red Dead Redemption DLC. And I was like, oh, and I did some research and I found out that there's Red Dead Redemption, then there's Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. And then I thought they were separate games, so I'm like, I want the cool game, not the stupid fucking cowboy game. Oh boy, how wrong was I? Because Red Dead Redemption is my favorite franchise. No, lie. Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite game. I don't think as highly of Red Dead Redemption, but I do respect that that's where it began. For me. Anyway. My favorite franchise is Assassin's Creed. But Red Dead Redemption 2 is by far my favorite game. And I almost passed it up. I was so stupid. Anyway, I bought Undead Nightmare. Played it. Got stuck because I was young and dumb. And I got rid of it. And then eventually I bought the Game of the Year edition where I played Red Dead for real. Loved it. So, and I've just been hooked. I've always been like Red Dead over GTA. GTA 5, I was like, nah, Red Dead. That's me. And I was so young. And now, here we are on PC. And I'm so excited just to see the game in like 60 FPS. It's gonna be like playing it as a kid again. Like how you view it as a kid, but in 2024. A lot of people are complaining, you're like, oh, I'm not paying $50. Brother, just wait for a sale. You don't need to announce it like you feel like you're missing out. Brother, I mean, fucking relax, you know? I feel like that's what happens. People announce that they are displeased to try and validate it because they're not sure if they should be displeased, I guess. If you don't think it's worth the money right now, then just wait for a sale. If you need someone to validate for that, if you need someone to validate that for you, I don't even know what to call you. Pathetic? I don't know. Mean what you say and own up to your shit is what I gotta say to that. Amen. Cheers. Create a new save game. Okay. I'm so ready. Wow. This intro says so much, and it foreshadows so much too. It just like it lays out the whole picture. By 1899, the age of outlaws was at an end, or something along that lines. Oh, you know what I haven't turned on? I knew something was missing. There we go. Like, you have this cowboy, this old-fashioned cowboy, in a modern city.
That they are finally bringing
a town.
To this savage land.
Civilization to a savage land. Beautiful.
My daddy settled this land, and I know.
Ezekiel!
But they've gained access to heaven.
Thank you for the follow.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
I hardly think so, Jenny. Bro, shut the fuck up. What do you know?
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war.
Lady, you don't know what war is yet.
But this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting
World War I
family.
is just around the
A
corner.
family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything.
Money,
There are many
Arthur!
things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
And viewers on Twitch. Disgusting. Why would you do that?
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
It's so smooth. It's so smooth. Oh! Brother!
I don't feel too good.
Damn. Your head was on a swivel, John.
Marston! Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Still go by Jim Milton, John. It's weird playing Red Dead after Red Dead 2. You ain't Jimmy Milton. There's gonna be a lot of Red Dead 2 references from me instead of Red Dead 1 references. Though the stream title is "You Eat Babies."
Ain't no point in causing a ruckus. Come on.
All right, let's go then.
Whoa there.
We'll go on, train.
Well, it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Great
What was
place
it?
for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind.
Why
me
would you
saying.
take someone
Who said I was
anyway?
a decent fella.
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is.
Yes,
So
New
what are you
Austin
doing up at
Gold.
the fort?
I'm looking for an old
That's not-
friend.
Well, like I said,
That's not it.
You ain't gonna find
That's
many
not it.
folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Bruh.
Yeah. So it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson. Do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Yeah? Like Tahiti?
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston, just over this hill. Yeah, yeah.
Come on.
Alright, we gotta go.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Okay. Very well. I'm gonna try taking this game as slow as I took Red Dead 2 and see if I can find something new to appreciate. It's been a long time. Last time I played this was 2018. 6 years ago, in preparation for Red Dead 2. Alright, John, let's see your grand plan. Plan!
Bill!
Bill!
Bill, I've come for you!
Still an idiot, John.
Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you.
How's that working out for you, Bill? Implores.
I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
I implore you to follow NukaDud.
Well...
Oh. Poor John.
John, you didn't really think that one through, did you? I remember first playing, I was like, what? That's it? What still doesn't make sense to me, though, is why is John being helped? They don't know him.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you
Damn
took the call,
right.
the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have.
He's a lot older now.
And
It's only been 4 years since
what
the
will you
epilogue,
do
though.
now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Howdy.
All right. You know, I recently saw a discussion about people miss this like far away camera angle, and then there's me who prefers it to be closer because I feel like you're more in with the world. You know? Closer to the character detail. I understand why we have it now because there's so much detail on the main character model. Like you can count the threads on John's jacket in Red Dead 2. That they want you to be able to see that.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Yes,
Figured
ma'am.
It's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Where? Oh, there.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
Hey.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you.
I like it.
Easy now. Come on,
I like this one.
I'll show you around the property. To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
That would be very impressive. A ranch with its own store.
And here's the corral.
That's actually
This
crazy.
one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
So then why help me then?
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Believe me.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Miss McFarland.
Well, are we going inside?
Yes, wait. What, you want me to not hit your horse and it runs away? Now, you said first impressions are hard to erase. Now imagine the second impression being just as bad, but in a whole other courtyard.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
John is trying so hard to be polite. This is a fine
We
weapon.
best get moving. It's a dangerous time of night for us.
You're awkward. Acting all the ways I could. Would you like to come in? Ah, nah, I'm okay. Cold drink? No, it's okay. I'm thirsty, but no thanks. Gets given a gun.
Follow me.
Oh, thank
Keep your
you.
eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
John's like, fine weapon! Alright.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. Look, those damn rabbits are at the crops again. Get down and give me a hand, will you? Get your rifle out. It's about time these little thieves met their maker. Good shot. You got one.
Oh, wow.
That's it. Kill those little varmints.
Well,
Much obliged for the help. Them rabbits can be wily little critters. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property.
so there's blood on the produce. And,
We should keep moving.
we ain't even gonna
There's still a
collect
ways
them
go.
to cook. You know. Alright.
Let's go.
Giddy up!
We eating rabbit tonight.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston! Quick! They're going after the chickens!
Not on my watch. Oh! Right, because this game doesn't have face planting into a wall the way that Red Dead does.
Come on.
Get your mouth out of them chickens.
Shoot, Mr. Marston! Well,
We lost a
got rid
chicken.
of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
Listen, they'll drop more eggs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
you
okay?
can actually handle a rifle.
Yes.
Something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
You mean I get to keep my place?
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston.
Thank you.
Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Rob sounds a lot younger too, despite being older in this game. You will wake up 6 hours later. Yes, because in reality, we sleep 6 hours, not 8 hours. With the details.